It's live.
Hello, beautiful people. How you
What's
doing,
up,
Stevie?
everybody? What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? I can't see how many we've got in here. I don't know where that's at.
Oh boy. That is. Let's see. I guess I don't see it either, but I mean,
It don't matter. I was just curious.
we got 12 in here already.
Good deal. Good deal.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, Aberdeen Blades. Johnny Casada.
Congrats on your win tonight there, Drooby Tunes.
Oh, Drewby's in the house. What's up, Drewby?
Yeah,
Ed Harrison.
Drooby won OCD's little giveaway he did off of Jason Brown's GoFundMe.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Pretty nice stuff, man. Yeah. Of course, we didn't know who it was because it was his real name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um.
There's Dan
Oh,
Brock.
Dan Brock.
Yeah.
What's up, Dan? Ed?
I tell her
Freak
about
show?
that story about Dan about how
You were almost ready.
I was
Yeah.
literally fixing to turn around and walk back to my truck because I didn't think I was going to be able. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. Um, it's hard to explain how sick I actually was, but when Dan came up and got to talking to me, got my mind off of it. I still felt horrible, but yeah, no doubt I would have never made it into the front door without Dan Brock, man. So I owe that guy big time. That was
That's
huge.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah. As we all did. We all made a lot of new friends at Blade Show. That's the best part of it.
Yep. I gotta say, one of my absolute highlights was meeting brother Ed. That was completely unexpected. Came off him. Actually, Ed could attest to. Um, I was sitting there with Jason Brown when
Yeah.
Ed walked, and we're like, "Holy shit! What's up, Ed?" Yeah, I was sitting there with Jason Brown and Jason Bird, and when Ed came up.
Yeah. I'll get this figured out, guys. Y'all gonna have to bear with me as far as tagging comments. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally downloaded StreamYard an hour ago, and I had to call Stevie to walk me through it.
Oh,
Not a tech savvy guy.
um, let's see. King Snake's here, sharp guy.
Todd Carr.
David Iverson. What? Todd Carr in the house?
There's no,
Drewby,
there's no
Dan, D
David.
Metal.
Eggs and ham.
Oh, eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Craig Wilkes.
You like that thumbnail eggs?
CPM, what's up, dude? Scott N. Everybody saw the notifications, then clicked on and saw that sexy beach body. They're like, we got to see what this shit show is going to be.
Yeah. That's probably.
Miss Freak Show in the house.
Tina, what'd you do to your phone, buddy?
Patina.
Your phone.
Oh, Patina. Was it the fact that Shane's sexy face just came on and it just shattered the screen?
Yeah.
It was just too much to handle. That sucks, brother. That sucks, man.
Yeah. Especially that big surgical scar running all the way up my abdomen in that picture. It's real pretty.
If you can count the hair t-shirt he's wearing. Wasn't a thumbnail, it's a toenail. It's a toenail, not a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ian, I appreciate you stopping by, man.
What's up, Ian? Yeah. Smooth. We were just talking about how right before we went live, neither of us like the sound of our own voices. And so I've never liked my voice. Quick side story. I was going to say it just real quick. in like the third grade, I entered, or I was running for like class treasurer or something, and I was running against my friend Peter, and we had to like write campaign like speeches and stuff. And I wanted this treasurer job, and I had this awesome speech. It was like third or fourth grade,
Yeah.
and I knew that I could get people to vote for me if I told the story. And I got up there, and I had never been handed a microphone or anything before. They
Yeah.
handed me the microphone, and I said hello, and I heard my voice. I'm Stevie. Vote for me for school treasurer. Thank you. And
Did you
Peter
win?
won. No, Peter won. Peter went on and told the Peter fan. I'm still friends with Peter actually,
I was gonna
and
say.
told
I was gonna say if you beat Peter in third grade, you're my new hero.
nope, I didn't.
Yeah.
I lost. But yeah. So thank you if you think I have a smooth. Thank you.
It's not that I don't think it's so much that you dislike your voice. It's just it doesn't sound like you. I don't know. It's just it's weird. When I hear it, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with my voice? And everybody tells me, no, that's exactly what you sound like. And it just sounds
Right.
real unnatural to me. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, guys, let's kick this off with a pocket chat if you don't mind. I'd like to see what you guys are carrying today. I don't know about
ooh, there you go.
y'all. I always enjoy bragging about my blade of the day. Mine was the Spyderco Yo Jumbo. I'm absolutely loving this thing. Yes, it's ugly. Um, I've accepted its ugliness because it's a big badass knife and it super slicey, man. I thought my flat ground Spyderco's cut good. Whew,
Yeah,
that
it's
thing.
nice. Well, speaking of one of my least unesthetically pleasing blades, but I just love this knife. My Benchmade mini grip in the Warncliffe or the sheep's foot or whatever this thing's called.
I like the
It's
looks of that.
such a funky knife, and there's just something about it that I like, especially since I put on the applied weapon technology aluminum scales. I dig
Craig,
it.
Craig Wilkes got his Ohio River two bladed jack. Miss Freak Show got that Devo Stout. She was so excited to
Oh
play
yeah,
that
so
over in
excited.
Dan Bross got his
Oh,
plug out. Work Sharp edition. I haven't seen that. Shoot me some pictures of that thing on Instagram.
oh, you got a troll.
Who's that? Who's trolling? Did I miss
You'll
it?
get to it. Now look at Kevin's here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Awesome. I know Molly was telling Justin that he had to come on and give me as much shit as I give her during
hell
their life.
yeah.
That's literally the main reason I go on there is to give her a hard time. And my comments seem to have stopped. Johnny Casada's
The
got his Benchmade Reptilian.
oh yeah, you skipped a bunch. You
Not
got
for CJRB Malia.
you got
I,
Kevin who said wait.
uh,
So oh yeah, you saw that. Never mind. City of 2 auto for Will or for King Snake.
yeah. What did Kevin say? I guess I did miss it.
Oh, he just said now he gets to come in your live and talk shit.
I do kind of enjoy ruffling Kevin's feathers during his lives, so I deserve it. Did Shane just fall
Uh,
asleep? Not yet, man. Not yet.
no, he just looks like he's sleeping.
Yeah, yeah. I was telling Stevie, I'm hoping this is not my permanent setup, but it's not ideal. The lights right in my face and not very comfortable. I hope to get a little better backdrop by next week anyway. And I'm having to squint to read because I'm old and blind, so that's why my eyes look like this.
Oh,
Getting old's not for sissies.
no, I mean I didn't even wear glasses up until a little over a year ago.
I can see
So
great at distance. I just can't see up close. Yeah. There's brother Javon carrying his
come
Hinder.
on.
clips.
Nice.
Yeah. Javon
I
caught that
also,
hinder bug.
um, oh, I have a, is it the Hinderer? Starts with an M. The dagger? What's that one? Um,
Sure about that one.
Maximus. The Hinderer Maximus. Someone hit me up on a comment in one of my videos and asked if I would be interested in reviewing a Hinderer Maximus. I said, okay. Never really even handled one, so I think it's going to be here tomorrow too. So
Oh, cool. And that is a folder?
yeah, it's a folding dagger.
I know he's made some pretty cool fixed blades in the past too, but I don't think they do a whole lot of fixed blades anymore.
Yeah, Chrissy, Miss Freak Show, Maximus. Looking forward to that.
The only design of his that I really, some of them I'm kind of neutral about, but the only one that I really dislike, and I don't know why, but I don't like that Nosferatu. It just, I don't know. I can read that, Lefty, because I'm reading it on the television. It's 10 feet away. I can't read it on my phone though.
Yeah, you said you have like at least a tablet or a notebook or something, right?
Yeah, I've got a desktop, but it's one of those touchscreen desktops. It's more like just a big laptop, really, because it's all self-contained. There's no tower.
Or a big tablet.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's big, but and it's
that might.
good. It's just I couldn't use it where I'm sitting right now.
Gotcha.
I got to get me a good office chair and that kind of stuff, and I'll probably have to call you to figure out how to even turn the camera on that thing. It was my work computer, so I spent years sitting in front of it with a post-it note over the camera. Yeah,
Right, so they don't spy on you.
I didn't want the Russians watching me work.
Right. Hey, old fart. What's up, brother?
Well, I know it's been a kind of an emotional roller coaster this entire week, but did you guys have a decent weekend? I know, if I'm not mistaken, weren't Patina and Beard of Doom at opposite coast Disneyland and Disney
Yeah,
World this weekend?
they were one. One was in Orlando. One was in Anaheim.
Yeah. So did you guys do anything interesting? Anything fun? We went to my wife wanted to go to a little shop in Birmingham. Birmingham, Alabama is about an hour from here. It's called Birmingham Oddities. Um, they had all kind of stuff, from goat skulls you could buy to entire human skeletons. They had um, slivers of human brain and little jars of alcohol, and all the way to old cassette tapes and DVDs, books, stickers, T-shirts. But they had a lot of local art. It was pretty cool stuff. A lot of punk rock slash steampunk type art stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she bribed me into going by saying we could go to Jack Brown's. Jack Brown's a little like a gourmet burger beer bar. Literally all they
Gotcha.
serve burgers, fries, and beer. They don't have mixed drinks, or they don't even sell a chicken finger, nothing. But man, they got excellent burgers. And buddy of mine took me there um, the night we went to see Corn about 3 years ago, and he he's passed away now. He had a real rare form of cancer come up, but anyway, so the place kind of means something to me too. But he introduced me to this burger they got called the Greg Brady burger. It's just a hamburger patty with house-made macaroni and cheese and barbecue potato chips, and it is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't typically like weird stuff like that, but they've got an Elvis burger that's got peanut butter on it. I don't know about all that.
Yeah. One of those type places.
Yeah, yeah, it's a cool place. for a little less than a quarter-pound burger is $8.50, but you know, it's fun to go to every now and
then.
I've been seeing some questions in the comments, and I know I've missed some, guys. I've posted on Instagram the dates and times for Knives Live. I've kind of got the planning for that on hold right this minute because of we're kind of concentrating on the stuff we're doing for Jason's family. But it is November 4th and 5th. It'll start at 6 p.m. November 4th. That's a Friday night. And the last time slot is 6 p.m. on Saturday. So it's actually going to run in about 25 hours.
And that's Central Time, right? So it's going to be 6 p.m.
Central. Yeah. And it a little different from last year. We didn't have quite enough participants last year. So some guys did 1 hour slots. Some guys did 2, 3 hour slots. Everybody's going to do an hour slot. And for those of you who weren't there last year, what'll happen is I haven't released the full schedule yet because it's not in concrete. But we do know for a fact that the show starter is going to be Tri-State EDC. So 6 p.m. November 4th. That's a Friday night Central Time. The show will start on Tri-State's channel, and there'll be a schedule posted on Instagram well before then. But you'll just jump from channel to channel. They'll tell you either look at the schedule or as that person closes out their hour, they'll tell you where to go. And guys,
passing the baton.
It is a fundraiser for Knives Live, but don't expect it to be 24 hours of guys talking about knife rights and that. I've told everybody that participates, man, it's your channel. You talk about what you want to talk about, but just to kind of sum up how it works. We'll be releasing the date soon, and anytime after that date, for every $10 you donate to Knife Rights, you get an entry into the giveaway. If you get a yearly membership, which is $35, that will get you 4 entries. So that's $35 instead of 40. And a couple of weeks after Knives Live, we'll have a live show. And last year, I think we had 5, 6 different giveaway packages. Guys, they were all epic giveaway packages. And this year, I've no doubt it's going to be bigger and better, simply because more channels have accumulated more contacts. So it's well worth for that $35. If you get a membership, you'll have multiple opportunities to win, and each of the prize packages were huge last year. I'm sure they're going to be bigger this year. So,
yep.
It's a little bit early yet, but last year we kind of threw it together at the last moment, and man, it was it was a little bit of a nightmare. I don't think me and Grateful Panic or John Evans, I don't think any of us knew how big a task we were taking on. It kind of snowballed into a pretty big deal pretty fast. So I'm looking forward to
that. Hero Sticks, I just put in the chat, send me an email to saidstevie@gmail.com. But if you want to donate, and also I want to say, I don't know, I didn't ask yet if all the people that have donated so far want to be actually called out. I would love to give you guys credit, but we got a lot of them here tonight already. I don't think you mind, so I'll just say we got Stacy. She's donated. Freak Show, Mrs. Freak Show have donated. It sounds like Hero Sticks wants to donate something, so that's awesome. Appreciate you guys for already doing that. We've had a lot of awesome stuff come in. So
that is very kind, guys, man. This community never ceases to amaze me. When it comes to somebody out.
it will be fun also, paying it forward with knife rates as well, so
Yeah, that's why I
Stacy,
think
you
I kind of
playing?
put that on hold right now. I don't want the content creators reaching out to manufacturers right this minute because I kind of want the dust to settle on this because I don't want it to have to be a
Yeah.
either for Jason or for knife rights. As much as we all love and need knife rights, it's kind of secondary to me. Right at this moment, um, you know, they need our help, but not as much as Sarah and Nora do. I'm sure everybody
Hey,
knows this,
Jen.
but the this doesn't end. It didn't end today when they put Jason in the ground. Now we're talking about a single mom raising a little girl. And I don't want her
Oh,
to
Patina,
ever
right,
miss out on anything that Jason would have provided. You
right.
know, I know it's hard to keep stuff like this in your memory, but I'm going to do all I can to continue doing it into the future. And you know, we all know what she meant to Jason just by we've all seen him multiple times have to get up and walk away from a giveaway or you know during the
Story
line.
time with Nora.
Yeah, go go tell her a bedtime story and yeah. So she's already
Yeah.
missing a lot. I just don't want her to need for anything because I know
So,
we would want her to.
I'll share just a little something real quick. So I've been talking with Sarah, Jason's wife, a fair amount, and she said, and this is, I think, what can kind of, I think, give a lot of people, um, a little bit of a feel good with this is Nora is quickly realizing how much of a legend her dad is,
Yeah,
for just being a nice guy,
yeah,
you know. Yeah, they had a little inclining, that Jason was fairly, popular guy in the hobby that he did. I don't think they realized how like adored and I mean, dude was already a legend, Um, and so for Nora to get to see how awesome everyone thinks her dad
yeah.
is really, really helping Sarah out, with this, um, so
I
yeah,
think
uh,
a testament to that is, and I know other people had this same conversation with Jason Bird, who's Jason Brown's buddy. I remember talking to him at Blade Show, and he was just like, "Man, I don't understand this." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He was
right,
like, "Jason is just my buddy." He said, I just I just thought we were going to a knife show." He's like, "But everybody that we literally everybody we pass has treated him like a rock star."
right.
They're super excited to meet Jason Brown, and I'm like, he said, I'm asking Jason, man, what did you do to create, this much hype about yourself? Jason couldn't answer that, but it was just being Jason.
He was
And
just himself. He was just
yeah,
himself, man.
yeah,
Jason wasn't. I mean, I say this with all due respect. In Jason's mind, he wasn't anything special. He was just a dude that cared about folks. He was just like I know he downplayed it a little bit because definitely I know walking up and down the aisles and like when Smoky Mountain Knife Works pulled him aside and did that interview with him,
yeah,
he tried to play it cool, like, yeah, just did a little interview with Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. What do you mean? He's like, I know, I did. And for a second he was like, dude, it was so I'm like, of course it is. Of
yeah,
course it is. And then um when they premiered the video, they did a premiere of it, so they could, chat and everything during it.
right.
He knew what was coming up and he watched it. So Nora got to see him
Oh man,
and they watched it on their TV, so he's
I
like,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
he's like, that was pretty cool, so
That's an awesome story. And hey, guys, um, I've been kind of out of the loop on this one. I just noticed that Stacy posted something about it, but I did see a post, and I don't know any details, but I know that Mike Emler's daughter is having some,
yeah, I
what I
was going to
think, some
mention that.
serious health issues. I don't. No idea what it is. I need to look into that a little more. But let's keep her in our thoughts and prayers. And they may need some help. In the very near future too. So you know, um,
Ninja.
wish I knew more, but I know
Yeah.
that much about it.
Yeah, that's a rough one too, man. If anything we can do, I know I've seen Ian's code's comment. It does suck that as things keep coming. It does suck that there's reasons to have to rise up, and support our brothers and sisters. But I think we can do it. And it's I mean, look, um, the outpouring has been just amazing. So I think it's nice that we help take care of one another. You know, because again, one of the things I think um, one of the things you start realizing is, yeah, we got the knife hobby in common, but man, we are all going through shit. That's what I realize that I find comfort in sometimes. You know, misery loves company.
Right.
Um, you know, uh, we all got some messed up crap going on, and to be able to realize that, and then in time of need be able to come together like this, I think is I don't know. We all say it. I don't ever get tired of saying it. I've not found this type of stuff in other communities,
Oh,
so
or in everyday life.
or in
Even the
everyday life.
people that you've known for years. I'd love to give a shout out to all the guys that checked in on me when I was sick, and whether it was directly through texting me or Instagram messages or every time I was in the chat. You know, uh, but I can't because there's so many of them. That's sad that I can't, but it's a great reason why. There was just so many that I couldn't keep up with it. And of course, Jason was texting me daily, and it was like I said, man, that's my only regret is that I was never as good a friend to Jason as he was to me. I don't think I've ever been as good a friend to anybody as he was to me. And that was before I ever met him. So that's pretty amazing.
Does someone have the link for hiking with a Viking? Oh, there it is.
I have no idea how to post a link. I'm sorry, but I'd be glad.
So yeah, hiking with a Viking is the one that's posted uh Emler's fun. So here's something. Because you're doing this on your phone, that means you can't start making people moderators yet. That means no one can post links in the chat.
Okay.
You'll have to get on. You'll have to do it eventually from a desktop at some point, so you can at least have moderators.
I got you.
Right? Am I mistaken? That's the only way to do it. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the only way.
Well, I know everybody in my chat has a little three dot bar out to the right of their name, and I don't know what all options it gives you with that, but I'm almost scared to.
Touch anything?
Yeah, but you know what? Tonight's as good a night as any.
Yeah, may as well.
All we got is star comment, put user in timeout, and block user. So
You
none of
don't
that.
see add moderator?
No, there's only three
Well,
options when I hit that.
oh,
Maybe I should just
okay.
fix it on my phone. Hey, one other thing that I don't know, it doesn't, it's not getting a whole lot of attention, and maybe I should have asked before I bring this up, but I'm going to. Um, Pocket Metal made some incredible T-shirts in honor of Jason. And he absolutely captured his compassion. You just got to see them, guys. Um, I don't know how many of these he's going to make, or if it's like a Teespring thing, or if
So,
he's wanting to mass
um,
um, advertise it or not. But regardless,
It's amazing.
people need to see it. Just yeah,
Uh, so I talked to Pocket Metal for about an hour and a half tonight, and we were talking about what he's doing.
right.
So he's a graphics artist. That's what
Yeah,
he does. That's his day job. Like literally, that's what he does. So he created this, and they have a he's it's undecided right now exactly what he's going to do. So they have him and his wife have their own Etsy store, Randemanoid.
right.
Um, he's not sure if he wants to put it on there or if he wants to just create a Teespring. So then we could link it to Sarah, or they could link it to Sarah, so the
Right.
payout could just go directly. So there's no having to transfer, stuff and whatnot.
Right.
So he's still figuring this out. He goes live tomorrow, on Metal Mondays, and he's gonna, I think, have a probably more of an idea then. But
Guys,
his
if you've never been on Pocket
oh,
Metal,
he's
sorry.
here.
Yeah, he's in
Pocket
here.
Metal here.
If you've never
Okay.
been on there, Pocket Metal does tend to go on a little bit late. Stay up for just a little while, if for no other reason than to get to see this artwork that he's done. Because it's absolutely beautiful. It's always
Okay. So it is all right. Pocket Metal. Pocket Metal. You should come on and explain it. But I can share. Because guys, when you see, if you haven't seen it yet, um, be ready to have it kick you right in the freaking in the heart and bring up some emotion. At least it has for me because this here. I'll share my screen. If I hit share my screen, does it allow you to let me?
oh, I don't know.
Do you see it pop up down there next to me where I am?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. So I can't share my screen. But if you guys go to Pocket Metal, Pocket_Metal on Instagram, you'll see his post that he did with the graphic for Jason, and yeah, it's amazing. Literally, it's amazing.
Yeah, it
So
really is. Of course, I'll be there tomorrow night. So, like I said, I know it's a little late for some of y'all, but man, if you get and hey, if you can't be there tomorrow night, just uh, check it out Tuesday sometime throughout the day. Um,
oh hey, Sarah. Oh no no no. Okay, I'm reading the comments on Pocket Metal's Instagram post, thinking that they were
the comments are
uh,
there.
comments on here.
Yeah,
So, oh, my bad.
yeah.
But okay, so it is still up in his Etsy also. So, yeah.
Before I really knew who Pocket Metal was, I remember Jason sending me a picture of a bull nose that he bought from Pocket Metal, and how proud he was of that thing. Man, he loved that knife.
Yep.
Yeah. Then he sent me pictures of the knives that Bill had modded for him. He was super proud of how they turned out, and really proud to just that they were from Bill.
Yeah, Jason. That was one thing. Jason and Bill are, well, they're best friends.
Right.
Literally, if they each have a best friend, it's each other. And
Right.
Jason always did an awesome job with while Bill was going through all his stuff. It wasn't in the chats anymore for a while. Jason never let anybody help forget or help them remember.
Well,
Shout out Bill Pro X 1840.
I don't know if I'm the
Um,
only one this happened to, but I've got evidence of that. I have got text messages from Jason where he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it to a particular live.
And can you make sure you shout out Bill?
Yeah. So he was asking me to make sure Bill got a shout out because it meant a lot to him when he when he went back and watched the videos and saw that. That guy was just the dedication he had to everything he did was just. I made a comment that I was trying to be a little lighthearted, but I said, the day or two after Jason passing away was kind of like when being at a Playboy's funeral and all his mistresses show up and find out about each other.
Yeah.
We all thought, and I don't mean that we thought that we were the only ones that agreed. It was just you can't imagine a man with a family and a job how he had the time to reach out to more than one or two people like he did. Then you start finding out that like I didn't even know that Jason and Josh Branson knew one another. I had no idea.
They were.
Yeah. So not only was he being that good to one or two of us at a time, it was dozens. I don't know how he did it. That's just pure selflessness to be able to take the time to reach out to that many people that consistently.
Yep.
Just almost unheard of.
With 100% nuz. What's going on, Nuz? I haven't seen that name pop up in the chat. I mean, I talk to Nuz all the time. I haven't seen it popped up in a chat in a while. I missed that logo.
Yeah. So I didn't know that him and Snuz Nose knew each other either.
Oh yeah.
I thought he just said hey to everybody randomly. I didn't know he actually knew all those people he was saying hey to.
I'm gonna send Pocket Metal the link. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have him pop in. So I'll do it for you, Shane, because I don't expect Grandpa to multitask.
No, I'm there.
So let's see.
Thank you for coming, Grumpy Grunt. I appreciate it, buddy. I probably wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for Grumpy Grunt. I kept saying I was going to do it and putting it off, and finally he messaged me and cussed me and told me to just do it, damn it. And so I made that first one, and it's just gotten easier ever since.
All right, Pocket Metal. Check your Instagram. Oh, he saw it. He's coming. He's a coming.
Good.
Well, good evening, Grumpy.
I don't see.
I talked to Brother Marcos earlier today, and he had told me he just got Grumpy's "fuck you monkeys" in the mail.
Mine's right over there on the table. I was lucky I got one that didn't have a broken bird finger.
I've got quite the collection going now. So.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
This past year has been a lot of fun, and it seemed like a lot of guys started their channel right about the same time, and or at least I discovered them about the same time. But watching them grow, if you had asked Maddie a year ago if he had ever hit 1,000 subs, he would have told you it would have been impossible. He never believed that he would be able to do it. And I just kept telling him, Maddie, you just keep being you. You won't draw the whole knife community, but you'll draw your people. You'll find your people, and they'll be there.
Yeah, dude. Maddie was before I even had a channel. I was talking to Maddie, and yeah, it's awesome to see. Actually, tomorrow. So, because I'm a stickler with dates and I write everything down. Tomorrow is actually my 1 year anniversary.
Really?
Of starting my channel. Yeah.
Mine is New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I released my
That's right. That's right. Because we were doing the
Pocket Metal's in our ass. Hang on. Hey, I'm not going to do it.
Shane turns into Stevie Wonder as soon as.
Look at that.
I made it happen.
Congratulations. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You can.
Hey,
Let me ask you this, Stevie. How did you discover most of these channels?
Because
mine,
almost
all of it was Kevin.
I'm sorry. I got an echo now. Is it on me?
Oh, let me see. I'll put my headphones
Damn
on.
it,
For some reason, every time I get on this thing now, if it's not on the headphones, then it's making everything echo. Cord at.
One second. And then ask me that again.
Up too loud.
Do you guys hear it too?
Yeah, I'll mute my thing.
Oh, yeah. Gary's saying it. There we go. Now it's gone.
I got it.
But what did you say? Something about Kevin?
Yeah, I was asking how you discovered a lot of these channels, because I discovered Kevin through Kyle. I know most everybody else is the other way around, but Kyle drew my attention because he's a big guy from Alabama that liked big knives.
Although he's really a small guy.
Yeah, I had no idea. But then Kevin just kept pointing me, to other channels. That's how I found, you and Thrasher, all these different people.
Kevin definitely for sure, but for me it was Grateful Panic.
Yeah.
Grateful Panic is literally where I met pretty much everyone for the first time. Literally, Jason Brown was like the first one to say hello. So that's how I met Jason, but that's where I met Maddie. That's where I met Snuzz. That's where I met Scooter. That's where I met Ninja. That's how I got introduced to so many other people before I had my channel. I was just getting to know all these people.
I discovered Pocket Metal through JB. He came into Big Red EDC one night, and JB said hello to him with a considerably more enthusiasm than it seemed like he did other people. So I was like,
as should have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking coffee, eggs, and ham, by the way. It's lemonade. I only drink like an asshole on Mondays now.
Nothing like tuning in on Monday, watching Pocket Metal slam 6-8 dicks down his throat.
That's right. I tried to get a sponsorship. They still have not responded to that yet.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting.
Pocket Metal consumes his dicks from a bottle, and Stevie consumes his dicks from a bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My dicks.
I mean, we'll take them however we can get them, but there is a preferred method, right?
There's something about things in Washington being named dicks for some reason.
Yeah. We bring that out in the.
And this is a rather
Pacific
cheesy,
Northwest.
as we call it, our snow penguins mug here. This is what I was.
Is that one of the Dollar Tree prints?
I have absolutely no idea where the fuck this thing came from. It's just been in my
house.
I don't know, honestly.
Mark Herrero. So
I usually can't
Gary
stand mugs. So, but this is what was given to me for my lemonade. So here I am.
Nice.
I definitely know I made the most friends on Grateful Panic.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time watching channels, and then when I did go on lives, I was silent. Grateful Panic's for sure is the one that got me to actually talking to people and stepping up and realizing what you could get away with. Once I realized his lives were no hold barred, I absolutely loved it.
But then I also, Kevin definitely for sure, but then I think Big Red, because a lot of people, SKL, people would always, Zach and Peter and Christine would stop by, and Casey, I mean, that's how I learned about Casey, was through Big Red.
Yeah.
And
the Grateful Panic, who sent me to Big Red.
yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's also bees. That's where I learned about bees as well. Back when bees would actually hang out in the live stream.
Yeah. He's big time now. He got no time for us.
He still says hi whenever I can catch
Oh,
a
for
Friday.
sure.
He still acts nice and everything. He's not like you know, too too out of his. But man, I think it should be like a deep dive on if you watch his old videos versus his new ones.
What's the difference?
The speed in which the video and the talking are. He was not always so energetic.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, but I think that energy is kind of what's helped his channel grow too, though.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, his lives were always, I find them entertaining. They're fun. When him and his, their goofy couple, they're super nice. And I always try to get him to say things that he feels uncomfortable with. And But
it is funny how we have different etiquette for different channels, isn't it? Like
I don't change.
No, I was going to say, you're talking to Pocket Metal.
Yeah, I say things on your channel, Pocket Metal, that I would never say on Big Red.
I say things to Big Red, and he'll just either shake his head, and I'll know that he read it, or he'll just like say my name and shake his head. Or
Glad you could make it, Beard of Doom. I appreciate you coming by, buddy. I know he starts telling
Chris Wolf.
He starts telling us that he's going to bed every night about 7:30 my time. And he's only an hour ahead, so that's 8:30, and then at 2:30 he's still going to bed. Chris Wolf's here. I hadn't seen Chris Wolf in a while.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Javon said that was because before and after monetization.
Chris Wolf's profile picture and Jason's were.
Dude, those are I've always said those are my two beard crushes, man.
Yeah.
Jason and Chris are my two beard crushes.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I got them confused, but if you'd told me they were kin to one another, I wouldn't have doubted it. Yeah. How crazy is it being on Sarah's Facebook and seeing pictures of Jason without a beard or with a short, trimmed beard?
Oh, yeah. Well, for a while there, Jason was... someone had gone on and on and on. We had a naming Jason a bunch of different wizard names at one point in the Discord.
Yeah.
And, said Jason was born with his beard. And, we wanted to see what it looked like when he, had a dark black beard. And he started sending us pictures of him when he was younger. Like, what?
Yeah.
Come on, that's not you.
It's hard to, like, if you just put those two people, baby-faced and no beard versus bearded,
right?
You're not even going to say that's the person unless you know that's who,
He was very baby-faced. Yeah. Wasn't Jason in a band at one point in time, too? Wasn't he in a punk rock band or something?
There's footage of Jason playing bass in a band.
Looks like it's in a small restaurant.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
God, I'm going to have to make sure Sarah can send us that link.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were saying about the, I want to get the link for the Spotify thing as well.
Oh, yeah. I can send you all that. I got all that.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, he was sending me like all kinds of, like the last thing I listened to, I started crying. Was what was it? It was so funny, but awesome. Just like the thing that like it was like I would have never known it existed. It was like satanic doo-wop or some shit he sent to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is this? And the covers.
then the next thing he sends you may be some bluesy gospel music.
Yeah.
None of it went together.
It was definitely a crazy mashup, that's for sure. But the album art was freaking just like crazy as hell, and yeah, everything about it was nuts.
Talking about you got anything new? You got any new acquisitions as far as knives?
No, the last thing that we bought together, now Chamiette wanted the antique bronze f5.5, so she got that last week or whenever the hell it came. I don't remember. And that might be what it is. Twin Temple, Ian. That might be exact.
I almost exclusively carry American-made knives, but Javon was kind enough very early in our friendship to loan me a bunch of knives to review. And if you've ever watched any of my reviews, I don't really do a standard review. I just talk about how a knife makes me feel or whatever. But and the two knives in that case that really grabbed me were the f5.5 and the Vero Axon.
That was my second knife today.
It was hard for me to explain why I enjoyed those knives as much as I did. I know Grumpy disliked the 5.5 because of the small troll, but I felt like the troll was so small that it was irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, my hand fits on it fine. Stevie likes that knife. I actually got one from him, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Just looking at it, I know it's too small to put my finger in it. So to me, it's not a finger troll anyway. It's just an oversized sharpening troll.
Well, yeah, I mean, where it's like I don't have it on my right now, but instead of it being like this, you can just kind of hold your hand over that little lump,
Right.
and it sits like that, and it doesn't, become a problem. I mean, I've never had any issue with it, but that's what I was since Wednesday, was it Wednesday or Wednesday when I found out what happened. I've been carrying this guy because as Chamiette reminded me that his daughter picked him out a Spyderco and made him get one. So ever since then, I've been carrying my PM2 and the same. When I bought those GEC bullnoses, I had 4 of them. I have 2, and Jason got the other 2 from me. So
Yep.
I've had this in my pocket with that ever since.
Mark Herrera, I do not. I've never actually owned one. I've read a lot about them. I've researched them a lot in the retention charts. That's why I'm such a fan. But I haven't even had an opportunity to handle one, to be honest with you. I'd love to, but it's just kind of there on my list of things to acquire in the future. You know how that goes. Something else pops up and it's right in front of you, so you end up getting it. You end up getting it instead.
I wanted to mention something real quick. So Stevie, the reason I remembered you were coming on, but the time's all kind of wonky, and I didn't know when it was started. So when I pulled it up, and then Stevie was talking about the stuff that I made for in memory of Jason and whatnot, and try to raise some funds. Yeah. So for instance, Stevie ordered something earlier today, and I watched and calculated it out. So his order for like a t-shirt after tax and whatever is like $33 or something to that effect, $30 something, I think. Of that, there is only, I think, like less than $6 that isn't taking in fees, paying for the product and stuff like that. It's not the best as far as like raising money for the family type of situation, but it's one of those things that, like, yeah, it raises some money and you get a shirt to kind of remember Jason. I don't want people to like think that, hey, they checked out, like someone, buy a sweatshirt. It ends up being like $50. $50 is definitely not going to the thing.
Right.
you know, this is not the way it works. There's Etsy, like when I talk to Stevie about doing stuff through the EDC roundtable. Etsy's fees, they hit you with some damn fees, transaction fees, plus their whatever percentage credit card transaction fees. They're not the same thing, and then stuff like that, and then plus for the product and whatever. I just want people to know, and I'll talk about it more on Monday as well. So yeah, it's not. I don't want anybody to think that, or for it to not be completely clear. And that's why I had discussed possibly doing it, and I don't want to bombard her with anything like that right now. Like what I don't want to bother her with, like, hey, we're going to start a store and you have to worry about this shit. So I was like, I took down anything else that wasn't related to the Jason stuff. Everything else is gone from the store. That's all that's there. And then, so that way is like no misunderstanding or anything about what's going on.
That makes sense. I just the thought and the art that you put into that, though, is really what I was wanting people to get to experience.
Yeah, and I sent her the files. I don't know, for her to be able to do whatever she wants to with it, and going to look into also stickers or figure out what to do there with that if people want to do that kind of stuff and whatnot with it. The shirts are available now. It's just the link is in my Instagram in the bio. So I saw the eggs.
I haven't heard of one yet because apparently I have to download the Etsy app first. I've never bought anything from Etsy.
You don't have to.
You can continue with Google or whatever.
Yeah. So Etsy is one of those, they want you to use the app. So it'll say, download the app, but you can continue without it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually why I didn't continue, because I didn't. I wasn't in the market for a new app. But yeah, that's good to know. I'll go back and get it then. Yeah, Scott's question got answered there. You got Pro X 1840s making those scales. So.
Yeah, that looks
awesome. I should go grab my Fenrir. A Fenrir. Whether Bill's done a knife or not, Bill's up for a challenge. And he's doing awesome. He had never done a Pilar before he had done a Pilar. He had never done a 322 before he did one of those. He had never done the Fenrir before.
I need to get the spacer for that.
Bill has got the skill.
And he also wants to do stuff other than just my card. I was talking to him the other day, and he's like, I'd really like to do some fat carbon.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to get some dark matter. I just got to find a knife to throw it on because I love the way that dark matter shit looks. And he's going to do as soon as I get it back from D2, my crew cardaware, because no matter what anyone says, I hate the micarta on that damn Spyderco.
I didn't like the micarta on my shaman either. I had to get some sharp dress knives, I think, who made them. I had to replace the micarta on it. It got slick and plasticky really quick.
As far as I know, no one makes replacement scales for that stupid crew carta thing. It doesn't have the nested liners. It's like solid liners on it. So I figured it'd be easy for him to do it because it's just he doesn't have to like try to mill out shit for nested ones or whatever. But I just got to get it back from him. And I also sent him. Oh,
I like my micarta to kind of have a dry, kind of almost a scratchy feel. Like a.
That's what I love about my micarta that Vero uses.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like, and that's exactly what I love too. It will pick up your oils, but then there's also all these dry spots. It's it's a little splotchy, it's a little patchy. I like that. That's how I like my micarta like that.
The best micarta I've ever experienced on a cheap knife, and it's actually my favorite piece of micarta, bar none, was the micarta on the Kaiser Roach. I love that. It's got a lot of texture to it. It stays kind of dry looking. It don't soak your oils up so much. But like the micarta that came on the Civivi Riffle, I still don't believe that's micarta. I swear I think it's plastic. They just stamped. I think they just stamped the pattern into it.
I've just had a lot of that.
It's just you probably got way too much resin in it or something.
Yeah.
Not enough fabric and too much resin.
Yeah.
Your Last Rangers, that will never happen. Bill will never join Instagram. Not happening, dude. Not happening.
Do you still have the little GEC tube pop thing that I gave you, Stevie?
Yeah.
So I sent him a few of those, and I ordered him some brass tubes or rods, and I'm going to get him to make scales on it like the little Rough Rider one has.
Oh, awesome.
So he's going to make a few of those, and then he's actually going to chisel grind the one edge. I sent him a picture of some guy that does slip joint customizations, and he did that to the thing. And so then when I get those back, I'm going to use those as part of giveaway for Halloween, for the Halloween show. Awesome. Metal Monday falls on Halloween, everyone. So
go figure.
It's going to be a fun show this Halloween.
You got to put up a poll or something. We got to do a poll on what you're going to dress up as.
I don't know that I'm going to dress up as anything crazy other than just wearing the mask from my original first inaugural show that I made.
Oh, okay.
Like, man, when he said that, I thought, we may want to ask Tammy Ed about this. We're putting up polls. We might want to get her permission.
Putting up what now?
When he said something about you putting up a poll, I thought, well, we might want to get her permission.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But,
yeah.
Now
that all do on Halloween, that'd be awesome. Have Metal Monday on Halloween.
Yeah. So anyone that will join, you got to be dressed up.
Huh?
All right.
Not obviously if you're on screen.
Right.
I mean, if you want to dress up at home and you're just sitting in your living room, whatever, that's fine too.
That's funny. Somebody, a couple of people were commenting in there that the Civivi Riffle micarta might as well just be G10. That's really what it is. I don't have to worry about that because I have the most beautiful set of Civivi Riffle scales ever made.
Yeah, the cold wood.
Yeah.
So
I am ashamed to admit though that I don't carry it much because I'm scared to death of scratching them
Right.
I want that thing to look like that forever.
Mark, I have no buck knives.
Buck meow?
Buck
You
no.
just care for buck?
Oh,
no, it's not that at all. I just don't happen to have any.
Okay.
There's a button lock? Fuck, I didn't know that.
I know they make an auto 110.
Yeah, I had, well, they make an auto 110, and then they also have the Paradigm and the Paradigm Shift. I had the Paradigm Shift in for review, and that's got the bolster.
Oh yeah, that's a weird little app there.
Yeah, it's surprisingly really awesome though.
Yeah. Well, I think it said buck lock, not button lock.
Oh, what's a buck lock? Oh,
I don't know.
Hold on. Did I read something wrong? And
I read button
right?
lock too. I totally read button lock as well.
Yeah, well, like I said, I can see it on my television. That's why I keep cutting my eyes. 'Cause I can read
it does. It does say buck lock, but I read button lock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was confused. Buck lock.
I miss Andrew's YouTube content.
I've been telling him about that, man. You know, just him just sanding away and
I
sanding
remember
away,
when
and
he used to do the knife reviews just like out in the middle of nowhere. He
right,
would just drive out somewhere in Hawaii and pull over and do them right there on his tailgate. I'll be honest, half the time I could care less about the knife. It was the beautiful,
scenery.
yeah, the scenery. Yeah, yeah. The only person that comes close to that is Stevie's rambling in the woods. That's just a different type of scenery, though.
I'd take his scenery any day, man.
Well, that's because you live there.
Well,
I bet he would take yours.
well, yeah, he says that too. He's like, you guys, all I do is drive in circles. I'm on an island. All I do is drive in circles. He's like, you guys actually get to, go over there or go over there. Like, I just drive in a circle.
He was telling me a really interesting story about kind of the recycling process in Hawaii. They don't have a whole lot of land, so the dump is kind of open to the public. So like industries or whatever will pull up and dump stuff out, and you can just go look through it. And they said it's mind blowing the amount of stuff that he's got because they don't need it anymore. They're stuck on an island. There's nothing to do with it, so they send it to the dump to be disposed of. Well, that's already a very expensive process for the state of Hawaii, so they don't mind. You come get all you want from there.
Yep.
He's telling me about some of the really expensive stuff that he's picked up there.
Well, but also that's part of Andrew. Like, he likes to repurpose and upcycle. I mean, the inlays that he does in some of his scales, he took floppy disks, and the old, like the little dust cover on floppy disks. He took all those off, pulled those off. He found like hundreds of floppy disks. So he pulled off just the metal casings on the like the dust covers, and then like made a stamp out of them, and then that's what he's using to things like that. So just a cool mind that guy's got.
It is.
Eggs and ham. If you're talking about the Jason Brown stuff, the asphalt is the solid gray one. It's kind of a darker gray. So there's like a heather dark gray, and then the solid gray one is the asphalt.
I went with the orange. I almost got the purple, and then I'm like, I kind of want the orange. So,
oh, the background? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's funny.
You wait for it to download.
Yeah, you couldn't get up and walk off. Come back when it was done. You sat there and watched every pixel fill in.
Yep.
Yeah. My wife purchased a floppy disk reader a year or two ago, and I was like, why in the world do you want that? Because she had like all her old journals, and she used to write this fan material and stuff, and it was all on floppy disk, and she still had them, so she wanted to be able to plug it into her laptop and stuff. It works.
Yeah.
I haven't used a floppy disk since elementary school.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I know all the print on demand stuff we were talking about, this pocket metal. I know it can take a second for it to print and ship. I'm really, my fingers crossed I get it before I leave for Blade West. I'd love to have that ready to go and be able to rock that at Blade West.
Most of the stuff, from what I know, is usually around 2 weeks, unless it's something crazy. And the reason I went this way is a company that I design stuff for uses this printer, and they love all the stuff, and they're doing it for like bigger companies and shit. So I figured if it was good enough for them, then,
Right.
Okay, this is like just a mid lock. I don't know if it'll show up, and it probably doesn't. Yeah, it's just too bright. Doesn't work. But yeah, it's like instead of a back lock, it's a mid lock. I think he showed this to me previously on one of the lives. But yeah, it's like a.
Eggs, are you going to Blade West? Oh, dude, that's awesome. I didn't even think to hit you up to ask about that. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think it took
See
me
that
about 10
sexy
days.
bastard?
I think it took me 10, 11 days to get my Satisfaction t-shirt when I ordered it.
Yeah, my Satisfaction t-shirt was quick. My Last Ranger was pretty quick turnaround too.
Yeah.
Actually, no, when I ordered my Pocket Metal shirt, that was from Teespring, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
because
Teespring.
dude, I like the one that you have now. I'm gonna get one of those too.
Those are all gone. They're all down. So
right.
gonna wait a while.
In due time.
Yeah, and once everything settles down, I may either freaking open up another store altogether to put the stuff in, so it keeps everything separated. Or I know in Etsy you can like separate things out, but I just don't want any confusion or whatever over it.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately, like we were talking about, that's a thing. People want to act irrational.
Well, that's why I was like, I wanted to, even though it's like boring as shit to some people, and they may not, like, I don't want people to, think that something's going on that's not.
Well, I mean that's why me and Joe have turned off our stores on the EDC roundtable.
Right.
Put our own stores on pause and on vacation mode. Basically, you can't order. We're not taking any orders right now until we get through the raffle, just so there's no, anyone out there, wondering why we're, I don't know. Don't want people to be confused, and we're not trying to, we're not bringing people to EDC Roundtable to sell tickets for any other reason than to sell tickets,
Right, and that's like I said too. It's just the easiest way I knew how to do it. I'm not trying to give her any work at a time like this, So I knew how to use this. This is what I use, so I figured I'd do it that way. The thing is, Scott, is like, so this is old school traditional. I used to work at screen printing companies for about 20 years. The thing that I made would cost ridiculous amount of money. And also the benefit of doing it this way is I can pick a shit ton of different colors on hoodies, t-shirts, different types of t-shirts I'm going to add,
you
kids
have to
stuff.
hold the inventory.
Yeah, you don't have to be stuck with all that inventory. This way I can just keep adding as much shit as anyone could want. And in that way, it's available, but it doesn't cost anything out of anyone's pocket until the shit's made.
Right.
So, it's just way different.
And we still got the Forrest Hanks coming up too, right? Is he still doing that?
Yep. So that's why Forrest is still going to be active, because he's going, but again, he's doing the exact same thing. He is selling inks, and he has already said 100% of those proceeds are going to, and not profits on his proceed. Everything that he gets paid out, he's I don't know, Maddie. It's surprisingly it's come up a little bit, but it's just not the case. So I don't even really want to spend too much time talking about it, but it is a thing, and I can understand, but at the end of the day, Jason was our brother. His family is an extension of that. And none of us. I was talking with someone earlier today. We might be assholes, but we're not scumbags, you know.
Definitely an
So,
asshole. I can definitely
yeah.
say yes to that. Kyle, so the art's not made vector. That's definitely not made vector. I mean, part of it could be. These kind of printers for direct to print or direct to garment printing, you don't need to send them vector files. You just need to send them like a PNG of something that's clean, and you can't use anything with like a fuzzy edge because it'll put a bunch of white stuff there that you don't want, and it'll look like crap. So it just has to have nice clean edges, nice high res artwork. I made this at 24 by 36, so there's a thing on there where you can make it so if people wanted to have like a poster printed of it, just to have something, whatever. So I'm gonna put that up there as well. So yeah, and if I can get it done in time, I'm gonna have one printed at the FedEx for me to have for my show tomorrow to have back here. But we'll see if that goes. 'Cause sometimes
awesome,
they get a little bit pissy when I come in there and want something printed the same day.
What I'll say is that definitely your stuff when it comes to sizing and all that. Everything I've ever seen that you've had printed, whether it's Big Red's shirt that he did, your own shirt.
Except for the first one he made, he forgot to use the right file.
Right. But they translate well. What I'm saying is the size that they translate really, really well on the shirts. So,
yeah.
Is it Marcos Gama's birthday? Is that correct?
It was yesterday. Was Marcos' birthday?
Yeah, I saw the picture. Him and Christine from Women Carry Knives.
Yeah. He went out with to lunch with him, his wife, and Pete and Christine. But they so we did the late night with said faction, and we went way over into midnight. And Marcos was there, turned the birthday there, and then he went out yesterday with. He has got Thai food or something, right, Marcos? And he also, got delivered his stuff that he had won. So Grumpy won one of Pete and Christine's, or no, whose life was it? Yeah, was it Pete and Christine's? Grumpy won that, and then gifted it to Marcos if he won, and then so since they were going to meet up with him, they brought him that too. So a little birthday present.
Well, happy belated birthday, Marcos. Marcos was one of the first people, one of the OG followers of my channel, and almost never fails to jump in there and leave a comment. And I try to talk about that some every now and then. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I've told everybody, if I never hit 1,000 subs and my channel never gets.
Nope, you'll never hit 1,000 subs like that.
No. Shane, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh.
His internet must have cut out for a minute.
Glitch to the Matrix?
Huh, I don't know. I didn't touch the phone.
Weird.
Anyway, what I was saying was I really appreciate those guys that are always dedicated to watching my videos, leaving a comment. And Marcos is one of them for sure. It actually glitched earlier. I don't know if you guys noticed it. It did the same thing for just a half a second and came right back on.
Nope. Did not notice that.
I noticed it on both my screens. It's been a good 30 minutes ago or so.
Did your time say you were missing several minutes? Is this like when you got abducted or?
No.
How's your butthole feel?
Yeah, I was gonna say they just swooped them and probed them, dropped them back off.
I'm pretty sure I told you that, but when I went in to get my back surgery done, they hooked me up, got me all kinds of messed up on drugs and shit. Talking to me about, do you have any metal in you or whatever? I was like, well, not as far as I know. And then she like kind of joked around about being abducted by aliens or whatever. So when I got out of surgery, I'm all blurry still, just woke up. The lady's like, how'd everything go? I was like, well, my butt doesn't hurt. It was a different lady. I didn't realize it was a different nurse. And she's like, what? I was like, I reached back behind and I started touching my ass. And I was like, well, my butt doesn't hurt. Guess I'm okay. I guess I didn't get probed. And she's like, what are you talking about?
That's awesome.
When I was in the military, I was on the job. I was in the CDs. We did construction. I was on the job site one day, and right about lunchtime, I got super, super sick. I'd never been that sick in my stomach before. Ended up having to go to the emergency room. They sent me home, told me I had gastritis or whatever. The next morning, I wake up and I can't even get out of the bed. Literally was on the verge of death, hallucinating. Anyway, they gave me to the emergency room, and my appendix had ruptured.
Ooh.
So that's been an emergency appendectomy. And the nurse, when I wake up, she's asking me if I know my name, if I know where I'm at, all that stuff. And I was, and I answered her, and she asked me if I knew what happened. Well, I didn't. They never even told me what was wrong with me before they put me to sleep. And so she proceeds to tell me, that they had to remove my appendix, and she said, it was I'd never seen one swell to that size. She said, your appendix was 11 and a half inches long. Of course, being on morphine, I replied, well, you know what they say about the size of a guy's appendix, right? And she bent down and tapped me on the chest and said, yeah, but sweetie, I was in the operating room.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I know that and the thing that's messed up is this was my first surgery. Or no, was that for it was my knee surgery. I'm confusing surgeries. I don't fucking know. But one of them, the gas that they put on, there was a kink in the hose or some shit, and I did not get knocked out. So they're like running around, flopping my legs all open. There's like 12 people in there for some damn reason, all staring at my balls and my mangina because it's colder and shit. And everything was fucking trying to run for cover. And they started shaving me, and
you would think that they're gentle with you. That's why they put you to sleep. They're very aggressive.
They beat the hell out of you when you're out. It's crazy, yeah. That's they give you some good shit.
Stories. When I had to have my heart surgery, most everybody knows it. I had a quadruple bypass 3 years ago, and one of the procedures, they come in and they give you all these pre-soaked towelettes to shower with. You have to take 3 showers in like a 2-hour span. You take a shower with this one soapy rag, and 45 minutes later you take a shower. Anyway, before your last shower, they come in with this electric razor and they tell you to shave yourself. And I'm like, my chest? And they're like, no. I said, you can keep the beard, and you can, anything from the neck up, you can keep. I said, everything else from the neck down has to be shaved. So even the top of your toes. Well, let me tell you something. I don't care how good you are. This is not a job you can do yourself. I spent an hour trying to make sure that I was well shaven. And then she comes in, rolls me over my stomach, and yanks my butt cheeks apart and just running the electric razor back and forth across my butthole. She grabs my nutsack and does the bat wing with it, stretches out all flat. Literally, you go into that operating room just like you came into the world, dude. Yeah, they're not quality razors. Because they can't play. They have to be disposable.
Before you even started to say that she came in to shave your butthole, all I was thinking is she was going to come in and you're going to have that thing wedged in your butt cheeks hanging out and be like, I got it stuck. I can't get through this bush.
That was a pretty stressful time, though. Hard to think of jokes, but Yeah, I'll be honest. I just kind of, bridge the crack. Just made one pass straight down. I didn't think they were actually going to fail.
Did you say to your minder where the fuck you're having surgery? Like,
Yeah,
you don't go through my asshole to get to my heart, do you?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, because what a lot of people don't tell you is that they're making an incision and you're growing, and one
They run the thing up through it.
the inside, no, on the inside of your knee, and that they take the artery out of your leg. That's what they
Oh,
make the
okay.
bypass with. Yeah.
I think they can go through. Is it through your stomach or through? They go through somewhere else, though. They don't go always like through your chest to get that
Oh, no,
tube.
they
up.
cut me open and cracked
They
my
don't.
Oh, did they?
sternum open. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for like a heart cath, they go in through the groin, and just run the camera up there. But this,
Gotcha.
I've got a scar right below the collar of my shirt that goes all the way down halfway to my belly button. And then they got this stainless steel claw-like thing that goes in. They turn the handle on it, it cracks your rib cage open in half. And see, I didn't know that, and I wasn't aware that they actually took my heart out of my body and laid it on a table and did all the work. Put it on a table, and I was on a machine pumping my blood. Well, while you're laying there, they pack your entire chest cavity full of ice, and it literally takes you 6 months to warm up. I was cold for 6 months, could not get warm. But I was packed
That's
with
crazy.
ice for hours. Yeah.
Talk about
they
getting
don't
an
do a
inner
very good
chill.
job of preparing you for life after that. They're telling me, oh, you can go back to work 6 to 8 weeks, blah blah. Man, that's none of that's true. It took me probably 2 years before I stopped having regular, just this extreme stabbing pain, which I knew it wasn't a heart attack because a heart attack's not a stabbing pain. But this extreme stabbing pain in my, right in the center of my chest. I had one Monday, and that's the first one I've had in 3 or 4 months. But it's a long, long healing process.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And the bad thing is if you actually go to the doctor and you don't keep denying it to yourself. I probably could have went and got a couple of stents 4 or 5 years ago and been fine, but I didn't. I waited until stents weren't possible. Yeah. Typical man shit. We just keep denying anything's wrong.
Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, I ripped the move. Sorry.
But oh, Scotty, he got to go to bed, lad. Once was in a bathtub with ice. There was a note saying they took my 11-inch appendix. Oh.
Did you see what Scott said at 9:24?
What'd he say?
This is the most thorough dental exam I've ever heard of.
Javon, there you go, brother.
Yeah.
The applied weapons
An hour
technology.
and a half, and I'm as big a fan of 3-hour live streams as anybody. But like I said, I'm not set up very well, and I'm extremely uncomfortable. My tailbone's on fire.
And also, normally this time of night, me and Shane are already having our. And I never got back to you. We were having our, we're having our House of Dragon wrap up conversation. So
I didn't watch it yet. I watched the first 2 episodes like week, and then it was like,
that's what we've been talking about, man.
Now we're marrying a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this shit gotten to?
In the show, by the timeline, technically she's around 18.
She jumps, right?
Yeah.
There
was a 3-year jump from one week to another.
Yeah.
And I think there's been another 2-year jump since then. Because
I can't remember where I left off at.
Like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, they try to tame that part down from the book to bring it to TV. You know.
Also, I just can't get over Doctor Who being a Targaryen.
Right.
To me, the cast is not as good as it was the first go around. But
I think I appreciated the cast in the first go around because I didn't know who any of them were.
Right.
And I think we were better off that way.
I only knew Lena Headey.
Right.
I knew her. That was it.
I knew her from 300.
Right, and also she in the Sarah Connor Chronicles. She played Sarah Connor.
I never watched those.
But Tyrion was in all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah. I guess I knew.
He was an angry little elf, and he was also. We watched some movie back in the days of Blockbuster, called Station Agent, I think.
Yeah, he's Station Agent. Yeah. That was his big breakout role. Peter Dinklage.
With God, who was that guy's name? The guy, he's a very famous actor, and I can't remember names. Everyone's that's just me. He was in Harry Potter too, as like the uncle or something, but I can't remember the dude's name. He was in it, and that. And then,
I'd read Darnell's comment, and a year before that quadruple bypass, Darnell, I had kidney cancer, and they removed my kidney through the front. So my heart surgery scar locks about an inch connecting to my kidney removal scar, which runs all the way to my belly button. And then it makes an L shape where they took my appendix out. You know, a lot of people's appendix scars, like, this big. Well, the Navy cuts you enough to get both hands in there. So it's, it's a good 10 inches long too. So it's just a huge L for losers running down my torso.
Hey, Patina, when Shane's telling a serious story, don't write Bill Paxton and make me laugh.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying not to crack a smile either.
Make me feel like an asshole. That's because I say I hate Bill Paxton. And ever since then, now everyone likes to harass me about Bill Paxton.
Is to pocket metal what the F5.5 is to Grumpy.
No, the thing is it's not even. I watched Twister the other day with Bill Paxton. He's fine in Twister. He fucking ruined Aliens. He ruined Aliens. I couldn't wait for that guy to fucking die in Aliens.
But
what did you think about Bill Paxton in Terminator?
Which was he in the original one or?
Yeah, that's his.
Was he in
clothes that Arnold takes?
Right. Yeah, I did watch that recently. So yeah, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
That's always been my question: is how the hell did Arnold Schwarzenegger fit in Bill Paxton's jacket?
Right.
Yeah, man. There's no logic to most of this shit.
No.
You're right about that. You see, Shane's literally been put through the ringer, and you're still here, brother. You're still here, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, if you're getting uncomfortable for sure, but
yeah,
hey, man, you you got your first one in the can. You're like, I don't know what I was going to talk about, and then here we jabbered, for an hour and a half.
Get yourself a case of dicks, and that's all you got to worry about.
Maybe I'll see if I can round me up a bunch of dicks to shove down my throat for my next live.
Hey, Maddie, you still around?
You don't have a copyright on that, do you, Pocket Metal?
Shoving dicks down my throat? No, I don't think I can copyright that.
Often duplicated, but never replicated.
The is, can you shove it down your throat like I can? I don't have one sitting near me.
Maddie's here, so Shane was just asking where he might be able to get a bunch of dicks. I think Maddie got like a trunk full of them. So.
I just realized what he meant. I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, Gary just corrected me that Arnold wore the other guy's clothes, and I'm not going to argue with him because Gary knows his shit when it comes to movies. So, but Bill Paxton was in it, but maybe it was the other.
I watched it the other day while I had it playing while I was working, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Eddie Nick does.
Do you remember how fine we all thought she was when that movie came out? I mean, comparatively speaking to your Kate Beckinsales of today, she wasn't as pretty as I remember.
Who, Arnold?
Maybe it's because I was pubescent though. So.
No, what's her name? She was also in Beauty and the Beast. Linda Hamilton.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember thinking she was pretty hot. Not Phoebe Cates hot. But as if there's
Good one.
As if there's any such thing as Phoebe Cates hot. That's
The lady from Weird Science.
Kelly LeBrock.
That's
Kelly
when
LeBrock.
I was a kid. That was.
Yeah.
So
that's another good Bill Paxton movie.
Oh yeah, well, he was the dickhead brother, right?
He was
Chip.
Chip.
The asshole brother.
Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother.
Yeah. Well, that came full circle, didn't it? I didn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
look at
thinking
that.
about that.
Oh.
Gary, no, I know my Paxton movies. That's just a weird obsession.
Yeah. Gary should just start a channel on Bill Paxton's IMDb
Gary's
page.
a hardcore fan. He's got pets in his likeness, named in his likeness.
Oh, they're saying Chet.
Yeah,
Chet. I don't remember.
Chet.
I haven't watched that movie in so fucking long. I don't know.
It's so good.
It's funny. That's for sure. But
yeah.
Well, all right, guys, I'm going to call it, man. I appreciate you guys coming on and helping me be a little more comfortable, and everybody in the chat, dude. That means the world to me. Thanks a million for showing up for this first one. I hope I see y'all again.
Harrison, Marcos, Darnell, Mark Guerrero.
I felt really fortunate to find a time slot that wasn't intersecting with somebody else's, so this works for me if it works for y'all.
Awesome.
All right. Peace, guys. Love y'all. See you later.
Night. Back. Where's the